Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Laleep tribe, and we are back on our experimental island seeing what all of the brand new Supermutation genetics have to offer, and it has been a very exciting ride so far. We have already experimented quite a bit with Digger Paw, as evidenced by these gigantic mole-like shovel paws that you can actually see, one on Luta right over here on his right paw, and then on the left paw you can see one on Ruta. So Luta and Ruta, I do believe that they are actually brothers, so I think they're brothers at least. Let me double check, and actually the fact I can double check with our family tree now, totally awesome. So let's see, Ruta, Ruta is actually Luta's father. Okay, so we're going down that line there. Well, father and son are actually wandering along the water side, collecting up any of the roots in the beach that we can find. Ruta is very good at that because he has one digging ability, so one digging point, and I'm wondering if he had two digging paws, if he would be able to get two roots every time he dug up a plot. That could be exceptionally useful, so we may work a little bit more with the digger paw in the future. But right now, the majority of what our experimentations are over here in the mutation menu are centered around water. This is the aquatic update after all, and there are creatures in the water we should be able to get. Luta has been able to use his cracking ability with his cracker jaws and his nimble fingers. Nimble fingers, I think nimble fingers is now just what they're calling what used to be berry paw. So berry paw used to be this symbol, and it used to just mean extra collecting, like 2 collecting per paw, but now it's called nimble fingers, and it includes 1 cracking. And some people theorize that nimble fingers allows you to actually collect from cactuses. There's no cactuses on the easy island, which we're still on to test that on, but that may be something worth testing later just to see if that's true or not. And I just love all these other genetics we have to work with now too. Swimming tail, we've got colors to the horns now, so we actually have a bunch of red antlers, I should say, creatures, and this is just so cool. Do you remember Eve? Eve ended up having, if we go back to Eve, she ended up having the black and white mixed colors and gray ram horns, which is just so interesting. I love that we can turn their entire figure now and just look at them. Oh, that's so fun. But all right, yes, Digger Paw has actually been one of the most useful traits to get the food up with our tribe so far, because we were having some issues finding enough berry bushes and really berry bush pickers, effective berry bush pickers, to be able to get enough food. Thankfully, however, look at this. Oh my gosh, the baby's the only one paying any attention to the figure up in the sky commanding them. That's adorable. Mimiri, you are absolutely adorable. Unfortunately, she does have hemophilia, so we need to make sure we keep her very safe. A lot of you have noticed that the short sight eyes, which is cutting down their eyesight in half, unfortunately, has started to spread in some of our creatures, and that is something I want to deal with. I just really want to use this opportunity to experiment with some of the genetics that we're aiming for. So I really want to keep the water body, which will add 2 swimming and 1 underwater breathing ability to a creature, and I want to add the fishing tail, which will add 2 fishing ability to a creature, to our genetics before we really start trying to fine-tune them, especially because the updates tend to come out so fast that we end up having to abandon our tribes every now and then. So this may not be a perfect run through, but I liked how someone in the comments said it, that now is actually the time to just jump in and start smashing the genetics together with the hammer and seeing what results. So it may not be pretty, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see what we can make of the groups that we've got now. We do have Lily, actually. Let's go ahead and dig. There we go. Little Mimiri can actually dig because she has 1 digger paw, and she's got 1 running leg. So what's her collecting ability? She's kind of another generalist. She can move pretty far though, so we may actually use her to explore. But she just dug up a root for us, and let's go ahead and make it the next turn just to see what we're at. All right, and several of our little digging spots have cleared up, so we can probably gather the roots back up from those places. So we're thinking about trying to mix some of the genes together pretty soon, and I've actually been thinking of taking Luta here. Oh goodness, does he ever look pretty special now that he's an adult, you guys? But we've been thinking of taking Luta and breeding him, just because why not take your most extreme creatures and put them together? Breeding him with Kois, and Kois doesn't really have the best skills. She has decent movement, but she does have the immunity H gene, which would be really nice to see in our family line. Bringing in those immunity genes can be very important, and hopefully she would give her child normal blood clotting. We do need to keep an eye on that. I think that's one of the most damaging things that you could possibly get for some of your creatures. So let's see, Kois, do I really want to breed you with, well, technically Kois could breed with Nunu. And she did find a nest. So let's go ahead. I know it's a little bit silly, but I think what somebody said with smashing the genes together with a hammer, I think that makes sense. So we're gonna go ahead and have Kois and Nunu try having a child together and just see what results from there. And I think Nunu is actually genetically safe. Yeah, Nunu is the only one who is genetically safe for Rossi to breed with. So we'll have Rossi pop over, or he may come down and take him as a mate in just a moment. Right now she can go ahead and collect up some of these. She's a decent enough berry collector. And we'll send Lily over here so that she can help collect up these berries if she can. Yeah, she's not a good berry collector, but she can do a little bit. All right, so we've got those guys lined up. And we'll take Luta. So, all right. Oh, and then let me double check, since she's about to have a baby. So Kois is about to have a child. What are some things that she could pass on? We don't want her to. The short-sighted eyes are a bit of a drawback, and no paw and spit snout are a bit of a drawback. But let's just go ahead and leave water bodying and fishing tail in, and we'll worry about fixing our genetics after we can see one of those traits come out. Not the most elegant thing in the world, but I'm just a little bit curious. I really want to see how fishing would work, especially because we do run into fish occasionally up along the riverside here. So let's see, no fish and no clams over here. I wonder if we'd have better luck over here, because this kind of makes a natural little cove. So let's come over here and see. There's one of them. Okay, so, oh no, are you underwater? Luta, I didn't mean to actually stick you underwater. And look at that reflective ability. Look at that, you guys. You can see everybody reflecting in the water. Okay, Luta, don't drown. I didn't mean to like stick you in there so far. I'm gonna have to remember to keep him just up on the beach, the little edge of the beach. Okay, so we've got to get a little bit better with that. Oh man, Mimiri. This is a huge impact. I agree with you guys. Having the short sight eyes is really a bad negative. Maybe I should. Okay, you know what we'll do? I will take... Let's go ahead and we'll put the water body. Let's put water body over here, because let's see. Do they have a chance of passing? There's a huge chance that they could pass on short sight. So I'm going to do normal eyesight, and we'll put fishing tail into the 10% chance just to see. So there's a chance we may get the really fun thing. A 10% chance we'll get the fun thing. But hopefully a 30% chance that whatever child they have will have somewhat better eyesight. Because this is really quite hindering now that I can see her with her bad eyesight. Alright, so it looks like the best thing she could really do is kind of be a digger. So we'll have her move around and help out with digging and maybe clearing away some of the grass. This is a good digging spot. But again, look, she's so blind to some of the territory because she has such bad eyesight. So I agree, the bad eyesight is probably my second least favorite gene, the one I would consider the most dangerous then, with the hemophilia being another one of the huge dangerous genes that we want to try to get rid of. Oh, what is this? Webbed hind leg. I didn't see that last time. I missed it because it looked just like... Oh no, it is a slightly different variation. Look very closely. And you can see hind leg has toes, and then webbed hind leg has itty bitty little webbed feet. So you could really make a swimming expert if you put your mind to it. That is a fun genetic challenge that I would love to try. For now, it seems like we're ending up with digging experts, if nothing else. Let's dig here. Let's examine this berry bush so I know it's there. And then let's go ahead and see what kind of very interesting baby we may have from Kois and Nunu. Oh my gosh. We have little Miko. So, do I want to leave her McCois? Let's call her, Mimikoi. Let's call her Mimikoi. So we have little Mimikoi, and she thankfully has short-sighted eyes. No, I was gonna say thankfully has normal eyesight, but she has recessive normal eyesight. Phooey. But she did pass on that immunity H gene, so she's another sort of questionable addition to the family. But we're actually getting to the point where we don't really have a choice other than to have questionable family additions. So, all right. So let's go ahead and Rasi, we'll move her down here, and the Nunu is going to move over here. They will mate, and hopefully we will have a healthy child. I think that they don't have a chance of having a child with bad eyesight, so let's swap over to the fishing tail. Or actually, let's swap in the aquatic body. Where did I stick it? There we go. Water body, and then fishing tail. Oh, and there we go. So we do have short-sighted eyes in as one of the things that we could mutate in if we so chose. So there we go. All right, we've got a little bit of a tangle on our hands, that's for sure. Let's go ahead. We'll examine this spot and collect up some of the berries. We're not the best berry collectors whatsoever. This family really needs some significant help, it seems. But we're pretty good diggers. I'm almost tempted just to make a double digger paw, because it seems like they're being more effective as digger paws than anything else. Look at all the ground we've dug up after all. So they really enjoy roots. It's interesting because it's almost like you just have to take the it is like you have to take the opportunities that the genetics throw at you, and you just may have to make some choices to go a different direction than you wanted to specialize just so you can keep your tribe alive. I really do need better berry pickers, for instance. So maybe, but I really want to see what the aquatic body and fishing tail may look like. So we'll leave those alone for a moment because I do have my diggers and they're doing a good job. Oh, thank goodness. And Lutha can actually come into the shallow water here without drowning. That is such a relief. So he can kind of look for the clams. We'll crack open some of those mussels. I'm not sure if they show up pretty frequently or not. So let's stay over by him and we'll see. Well, let's go over to the baby. His sister Rossi is about to give birth after all. And then we'll see whether or not the clams start spawning. We'll have to figure out how they show up. All right, so let's come on in. Rossi is going to have a child with Nunu. They both do have violet eye recessive, so if I'm really lucky, we may get a violet eye child. And they have opposing immunity genes, so they should be safe there, but there's a chance they could have a child with hemophilia. It's just a genetic grab bag at the moment. It's not very clear shot like we normally have it, and that's actually a lot more fun for me. So let's go ahead and see what the baby looks like. Wow, a yellow-eyed baby. No orange eyes? That's new. That's new. We have a little orange eye baby girl. Oh my goodness. She's a new one, that's for sure. Okay, orange eyes. You guys, there we go. No effect, just for looks. Mutate blue eyes. So we have orange eyes of all things. I was not expecting that. What else does she have? All right, little one. She has cracker jaw, so she can help us out with cracker jaw. She has a fluffy tail. And unfortunately, she does not have the water body. She gave us a twist in our genetics and our mutations for sure, but not with the aquatic issues that I really, really wanted. So Anime, I kind of want to rename her like something else. So Anime, or you have Rasi, Nunu, and then her half sister is up here, Mimiko. Let's see, and she has orange eyes. Let's call her Ori. Just like Ori with two eyes. I like that. That seems to fit her cracker jaw face too. All right, so she can help us out with the mussels. She's got really good cracking actually. So, and decent berry paw compared to everybody else. Oh my goodness. Rasi actually has the best at berry paw, so we probably will have her have another child with Nunu. It just seems like the best lineup right now. And I kind of would, if Kosi can live long enough, I kind of would like to see what would happen. Let's move little Mimiko over, and she can kind of be watched over by Lily. Lily will go ahead and uncover the grass that she was under. But I kind of would like to see if I could move Luta up there and breed him with Kosi. I don't think I can get him up there in time though, just to see what the results may be. So I mean, I could get her there, And then if she can get into the nest for next turn, we could possibly have a child. Those two, I can't help it. I'm just very curious to see what on earth their genetics possibly could be, because they've got a very interesting set. Oh, and she has spiky body, recessive. What is that gonna do? Oh my gosh. So yeah, we'll have to see what their children would look like. There's a huge variety. What their genetic... Oh! You have spiky body! Mimiko! Mimiko, what? Mimiko! She was like hidden in her mother's arms and I didn't even notice. Mimiko has spiky body, you guys. I kind of feel like we need to make spiky bodied hedgehogs now, because they're just digging for roots and give up on our aspirations to have some aquatics. Oh my gosh, we have spiky body in the family. Oh my goodness. Okay, Mimiko, come here. Why is Ori all the way down here? Oh, because of Rossi. I gotcha. All right, so this would be Mimiko all grown up, you guys. And she's actually adorable, isn't she? I wish she's like a hedgehog. She looks almost exactly like a little hedgehog. This is so cute. Okay, I'm very pleased. Mimiko, you're a lot more adorable than I thought you were. And please don't take that in the wrong way. You just are. And then let's go ahead and we'll move Miri. Maybe up here. Oh, look at all the spots. She can dig around. Look, we'll introduce, she can play with her cousin or her niece or whatever the relation is, and just dig a little spot for our tiny baby hedgehog. That is so cute. Here I am trying so hard to breed up for aquatic genetics, and we just end up getting digging hedgehogs instead. And they're so adorable that I can't really protest about it. All right, so we gathered up some digging there. I don't want to go too far. I could probably move him over here so he has some fresh areas to dig next time. Unfortunately, Dedede can't really do anything other than dig, so we'll just have Dedede keep digging and keep clearing out areas and keep digging. I'm leaving a trail behind him. It's not the most effective either. It's kind of hilarious, but it's not very effective if you want to make sure that you can get plenty of food. There we go, we can dig. Whoa! Hi there! Rutha, I think you have a lovely female letting you know she's quite interested in you. Please try not to be too alarmed. She's quite fascinating. She's kind of like, almost like an albino deer that just stepped out of the grasses. An albino deer with gigantic claws and spit snout and wonky eyes, of course. But she is kind of stunning in her own unique way. Oh my goodness, and she's very old. She has immunity C and H, spit snout, claw, big body. She would have some strong, oh my gosh. She has 7 strength. She has the ability, if you have claw, you have the ability to catch fish. What's this? Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice that. Oh, we don't even have claw yet, that's why. Oh my gosh, all right. Let's try to add a niece into the family. Oh my goodness, I think that she and Rutha, she has come and she has found herself a very handsome, eligible male just wandering around by the beaches. So I think a niece here, I kind of want to name her after a seashell of some kind. She is here and she is ready to take Rutha as a mate, I think. So this is getting very interesting and constantly moving away from my aquatic creatures I wanted, but that's okay. Let's see what happens. Is she going to stay nearby? Will we be able... That was the sound of a predator. So I think we definitely need to be able to ask her to come and join the family. Let's invite her to join the tribe. There we go. So Anise is now here, you guys. She's got 4 moves and she's got such big claws. Oh, that's awesome. I think she was coming and looking for a mate, and she has found very handsome Rutha. Look at those antlers. I'm sure that's what attracted her to him, is his lovely antlers. And she's got some nice gray antlers, excuse me. We'll go ahead and have them become mates. And let's see, can she reach, if I have her dart, she can indeed reach the nest, so she can go ahead and have a child. And we will clear away some of this area. And little Miko, why are you sick? You shouldn't be sick. Oh look, she can already start helping out with digging. So it's like she's learning how to dig from her aunt. That's adorable. Lily, I'm gonna send Lily over here to kind of do a little bit of exploring. And then Kois needs to sit on the nest very soon. So Rossi, we're gonna move Rossi over. We're gonna move Rossi back. Okay, deep breath. I need to protect Rossi, who has some pretty good attack. Dedede has decent attack. Nunu has somewhat decent attack. Luta has somewhat decent, not really decent attack. Anise may come in, have a child, rip into that creature, and then move on. This is interesting. Okay, I'm going to move the baby so they're safe. Little Ori needs to scooch over. Quace needs to get in the nest because she doesn't have much longer for this world. And I am not going to move Dedede or Nunu or Luta because I want them to be at full attack strength so we can try to convene even on top of this predator. I love this. Everything is just constantly keeping us moving. All right, and we are out of moves. So we have got a baby possibly coming with Anise. Let's make sure it is the kind of baby we would possibly want. We don't have the ability to get Claw into the family yet. Big Body would be amazing, actually. So let's go ahead and swap over. Should I do Fishing Tail? Should I do Fishing Tail? What do we want to breed in? So we already are definitely going to have antlers. And let's go ahead and put Big Body in there instead, and Fishing Tail just as a gentle possibility of something that could show up. Because having a big-bodied creature from her line will probably give us a really good defender, so we do need some defense, even though I really wanted to be fishing. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what Anise's baby is going to look like, and then we will try to fight off that predator. So probably another spit snout. Yes! Oh my goodness! And he's got a Dalmatian pattern with little black horns. That is so interesting. Little Ducro. He's got Fishing Tail. You guys, he has Big Body and he has Claw and he has Fishing Tail. Oh my gosh, look at that. He's got level 3 fishing. Oh, and he's got excellent strength. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. And we have another baby. We're getting all spit snouts. We have another baby down here. Another Anise. Okay, we're gonna have to change her name. So Quace has given birth to her last child. She is about to pass away, unfortunately. And this little one, does this one have spikes too? This one has spikes too. Quace, both your daughters were spiky hedgehogs. Both of them. Oh my gosh. And she's got a Fishing Tail. We've got 2 Fishing Tails, you guys. This is amazing. Can I see what they look like? All right. We've got this Anise, whose name will be changed. Look at what a mess she is. Look at her. Oh, she's just such a mess. I don't even know where to begin. She's got a wonky tail. She's got spikes. She's got a wonky face. She's got 1 no paw. She's got 1 digger's paw. What have I done? And she's got hemophilia. Oh, my poor tribe. My poor tribe. I am so sorry. I have no idea how to fix this. So we're just going to keep forging on. And we will have to figure out what we are going to be doing as time goes on. Anise has had little Ducro. Also has Fishing Tail. He's got those awesome black horns though, awesome black antlers, and he's got Claw and he's got Digging Paw. I have no idea how we're going to be able to cope with all of this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So I'm not sure. We've got hedgehogs. We've got a lot of spiky hedgehogs in the family now, you guys. We've got a lot of unexpected spit snouts that we kind of needed to bring in, unfortunately, because otherwise we would have had no creatures at all, since we were losing Adam and Eve's children so quickly. And we're just going to have to see what Fishing Tail can do, and we're going to have to see how we are going to continue to smash our genetics of our tribe with a hammer and try to get something effective from them. We're very, very, very low on food, so we definitely need to tackle that predator and turn him into lunch meat. And I think it is time to maybe add a little bit more to the nimble fingers. And what else should we put in? I think nimble fingers and normal eyesight are going to be our next focus, because we need to start cleaning up the gigantic genetic mess that we made. But I have to admit, it is a lot of fun. Alright, so I will see you guys next time when we will try to take out this predator. We will gather up a bunch of food because we are very dangerously low on food. And we're going to make some more careful and hard decisions on how to work our genetics in this tribe, because it's become an amazing mess, just coping with everything. And clearly there are new surprises waiting for us all over the place. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.